Hello everyone, and welcome to this unboxing video for Founders of Gloomhaven. This is a recent Kickstarter game by the same company that did the board game Gloomhaven. In fact, it's the same setting. This takes place hundreds of years beforehand, and is basically based around, well, founding Gloomhaven itself. I just want to point out real quick, there's a lot of stuff on the back I'll read off after getting the plastic off to reduce the glare, but it does specifically say, Founders of Gloomhaven is a fully contained game that does not require Gloomhaven to play. I find it amusing they had to clarify that. Wonder how many times that got asked in the Kickstarter. So, this game comes with a lot of components. It touts at one point on the back here nearly 400 wooden player pieces, 9 playable races, 150 influence, road, and money tokens, 93 cards, 75 building tiles, and 1 double-sided board, plus 2 scenario boards and 9 player boards. So yeah, lots of stuff in this. It's a decently dense game. So let's get into this. Lifting that lid. Yay, vacuums. There we go. Alright, so the first thing we've got is the rulebook itself. Looks to be in the same art style, layout, font, and everything as the regular Gloomhaven rulebook. Cool. A lot of the art style is the same from what I can tell. Then we've got the board itself, which is a 2x2 board. There's one side. I think this is the proper side of Gloomhaven, and then another which looks to be more balanced. This is a 4-player game to my knowledge, and takes about 2 hours to play. You've got 3 smaller boards here. They have the same coins, or at least the ones from Gloomhaven. And then everything else is entirely different, as it should be, including the fact that there are the 3s are even different. Although I believe it was 5s in regular Gloomhaven. And then we have 4 larger punch-out boards, one of which had a big giant piece that's already come out. So this is mainly a resource management game, and I love those. We've got 2 packages of smaller whole boards. These look like the character boards, or race boards, because you play as a whole race. We've got the orchids, like almost elf-like plant people. All of these have descriptions on the back. Harrowers, humans, the Inox, which are one of the more common races that are on the front of the box. The Quarto, another one of the starting races from Gloomhaven. I say races, but it's really class, and then you're playing a specific, like, stereotype within it. I find it amusing that they bother labeling gender in that most of the time. Instead of just generic human insert this class, or race class combination. Savas. Firmlings, another one of the ones that I always start. Varlath. You don't start with them if you get them at all, but I do know that's where your story start is given to you by one of them. Aster. And then a generic board with double-sided, but it's the same thing on both sides, with 1 and 2 spaces. I'm guessing that has something to do with the player cards. Speaking of which, here are the cards. A bunch of standard-sized cards. Oh, huh. I think it comes with cards for Gloomhaven. Those I won't bother reading off because people might get concerned about spoilers. I accidentally did spoil some stuff in my Gloomhaven unboxing video, but I didn't know. I'm a person who mainly buys Kickstarters that seem interesting and then forget about them entirely till they arrive. Like, this arrived, it was a box, and was like, I have no idea what this is. Huh. It actually comes with what looks to be a set of city cards. These might actually be something associated with this game. I'm looking at this, but they may not. They still have some of the iconography. They have a few blank spaces on them, like fill in information. So we got a bunch of cards here. They look to be different on the back. Something about a call to vote. They look all the same. And then a bunch of things that look to be summaries on the one side, and then some type of action on the other, like income, recruit. I really don't know much about these at all. The type of game just interested me, and I already liked the Gloomhaven setting, so it's just like, sure, why not? And then we've got two other types of cards, one of which looks like the building cards, like the cards you play to put out specific buildings, and then people cards, like Scholar, Manager, Shepherd, stuff like that. Some of them overlap with the class names. Then we've got some smaller cards. These are about the, if not the exact same size as Fantasy Flight smaller cards. These are, I'm willing to bet that this is the same size of smaller cards from Gloomhaven. Some what look to be their building guides on one side, but they are all different on the other. And then things labeled as achievements, with 3 different colors of banners on the back. If they're anything like they are from the board game, these are things that you reach at a certain point and then they will change stuff, but they look to be reach this first and get some extra points, is my guess. And then along with some sets of empty bags for sorting all this stuff, thank you, we've got a bag full of wooden bits. Let's see here. We've got what look to be, yeah, there's just a lot of wooden tokens in here. Like this one is mainly meeples and such, but as you can see by that big one there, and there's a few other in here that are not meeples. Then we have circular wooden pieces. These are probably trackers and tokens. And cubes. So I take it this is everything that isn't discs or cubes. Cool. I like games with pieces. I like having the tactile sense of something to mess around with. The more abstract a game gets, especially once it gets less physical, the less I have the tendency to enjoy a game unless the mechanics are really, really good. Theme sells things for me, but pieces help. Without pieces, I think games should be extremely cheap. Let's put it that way. It's like, here's nothing but a bunch of cards. Is this a $20 game? Please tell me it is a $20 game that will last me thousands of playthroughs. Stuff like that. But that appears to be everything. Regardless, I can't wait to get around to this game. Personally, though, I also can't wait to someday play more Gloomhaven. Almost did yesterday. Not the point. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, feel free to press the like button. If you think somebody else will enjoy this, feel free to share this video. If you didn't like this video, go ahead and press the dislike button. I won't mind, but please try to leave a constructive comment as to why. Also, if you want to comment in general, such as wanting to see a more detailed overview of this, I believe I already asked for permission to do this, to be able to do this back when I asked for permission for Gloomhaven, which I never did get around to doing videos of. Go ahead and ask there. Like, if you want to, or you want my thoughts, opinions, reviews, I might do a review anyway, but I gotta play the game first. Like I said, go ahead and ask there. And if you want to see more like this, be it more unboxing videos, board game overview videos, or painting videos, which the latter of those I can do for Gloomhaven, and the first of those I can also do for this, feel free to subscribe. Regardless, thank you for watching, and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.